This is crazy. For a short while last year, this place in the Scottish countryside became my home. And today I'm taking you along for a day in my life there. The quiet heated dog walks, restocking wood for the fire, cooking simple meals, and settling into a gentler pace of life, far removed from my usual routines. I spent 3.5 weeks house and dog sitting in this beautiful home in Scotland. I'll be making another video with drone footage and some of the other highlights from my time there, but this one is simply a snapshot of my day-to-day life. Every day looked a little different, but I don't think I spent a single morning away from this kitchen window. This is the place that got me absolutely hooked on bird watching. The variety of garden birds, and of course the red squirrels, could turn anyone into a keen watcher given enough time. I could have honestly spent entire days right here if there wasn't anything else to do. And of course, there was always plenty to be done, starting with 2 long dog walks a day. The hilly terrain, paired with near constant rain, made it a challenge for my body at first. But like with most things in my life, I get used to new routines and changes quickly, and soon both my body and I found our rhythm and it didn't feel tiring anymore. As mentioned, because of the vast variety and just the sheer amount of birds and squirrels in this garden all the time, every other day or maybe every 2 days I would have to go and restock the bird feeders and the squirrel feeders because they would run empty, especially in the winter, especially if you live in areas where you have red squirrels in the UK. It's very common and important to put out food for squirrels and birds to make sure that the populations stay healthy, and just giving a little helping hand to our little friends when food is a bit more scarce and it's colder, and obviously they've got a little less energy to hunt or forage. It was a lovely activity to do in my days here in Scotland too.
I get old and I get cold, when you have to hand down your crown, when I get torn and I get worn, hand me down, hand me down, hand me down, hand me down. When my songs don't strike the chord, when you stop coming around, when you get smart or you get bored, hand me down, hand me down, hand me down, hand me down. I do all those things I said, but I never did. You know I would, you know I would. You know I would. You know I. You know I would. You know I. And you just can't stand the pain, when you just can't stand the sound. Don't throw me out in that cold, cold rain. No, no. Hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down, hand me down. And don't you hang me out to dry, when you see that dark, dark cloud. Don't throw me out, 'cause I'll die. Hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down, hand me down. I do all those things I said, but I never did. You know I would, you know I would. You know I would. You know I. You know I would. You know I. Don't throw me out in that cold, cold rain. No, no. Hand me down, hand me down. Don't throw me out in that cold, cold rain. No, no. Hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down, hand me down.
As demanding as it may look to restock the logs and clean the log burner, it brought me a lot of joy whenever I did it. Especially when you don't normally have a fireplace or a log burner at home, the simple ritual of tending one feels very special and makes you feel very present and grounded. And of course, it's very satisfying to do this methodical task when you know at the end you will be rewarded with a warm, crackling fire. It's taken way longer than necessary to light a fire, and it's still kind of just put a slightly bigger log, so hopefully that is good now. But all the logs I've brought in today, I think they're just a bit humid still, so hopefully they can dry up a bit whilst I'm burning off slightly smaller logs, but we'll see. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Evenings were usually spent snuggled up by the fire with a book, completing a crossword. And no, I'm not 70 yet, but I love crosswords. Finishing an art project, editing videos, or a lot of the time just tucked away in this cozy snug watching TV with the doggies by my side. And after a full day of walks and chores, resting your legs feels especially well earned.
Hand me down, hand me down.
Agus an rút me dhéireach a mi dul a chéintúch. Fíoch nach peintú an tuaistai idir. I récos gon púisiniche an úr.
It seems curious to come to Croatia to uncover a key moment in Italian history. Gabriele D'Annunzio's seizure of Fiume was
You're a good girl, Puffin.
on the road to Benito Mussolini.
Puffin, you're a good girl. No, 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 don't.
The First World War,
Oh,
when the empire which controlled this
good
Adriatic
girl.
coast collapsed. In a region where
Yes.
politics have often led
My
to
love.
turmoil, I've enjoyed watching
Yes,
the
my
country
love.
pursue
Most evenings naturally came to a close at around 10 p.m, mostly because that's what the dogs were used to. We'd head outside one last time to throw the ball and breathe the cool, fresh Scottish air and settle in for the night. And having that evening routine, lovingly enforced by a pair of expectant eyes whenever bedtime approached, felt like exactly what I needed and still need in my life. Eventually my internal clock adjusted too, and it felt comforting to end each day with a sense of closure. I'll leave you here for now. If you enjoyed watching this video, do click on the thumbs up, and if you want to see the full video of my time in Scotland, then subscribe and turn the notification bell on if you want YouTube to let you know when it's out. Bye for now.